what's going on? Friday, 16th of February 2024 in Cebu. So, I think you probably saw the clip from the previous vlog where I said, obviously I was filming it from Cebu, I'm actually in Cebu now. Like I said, I checked into the hostel about an hour ago, sorting stuff out. Now, about to head out and grab some late lunch at 4 o'clock. Obviously got a taxi down from Mobile to here, so I need to get some late lunch. Arrived in Cebu, what's the plan? I'll be honest, I don't know. I need to figure it out. I need to go to the gym for a start, get a haircut. Not a great deal I want to do here, stuff you can do, so I'll obviously do that. Me, this place is a bit of a passing point to get to the west coast. Oh my god, it's so busy. The plan here, so let's see what comes. There's a couple of bits I do want to do, but I don't do, I'm not too bothered, but I'll take from there. So I'm gonna go get some lunch and see where I end up. Maybe film a bit more tonight, or not, because I'm probably going to train straight away. So first thoughts in Cebu, similar to Manila really, just a lot of noise, dirty, not that impressed really, just carnage. Basically like most Asian cities, just absolute carnage on the roads. So that's the first thought. Seems very busy, so kind of just see how this plays out. So stay tuned, Cebu, let's go. Right, just got some lunch at Ghetto. Okay, it was pretty, was nice. It's just small portions, man. Like, what is it about Asia giving me like kids portions? It's just, and it's not even that cheap. Like, I think that cost me £3.42, which is like half the price of like probably a burrito back home. Burrito back home probably is like £8–9 these days. So what? It's just under half the price, and you're probably getting like 60% of the portion size. It's just like, people say, oh, you know, the food's cheap in Asia. Well, yeah, of course it's when they're giving you bloody kid size. It's just ridiculous. Like, I'm a growing boy. I'm literally a growing boy, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to sound complaining, but I'm a growing boy, I'm still hungry and I've got to go to the gym and train. So, I don't know, man. Just frustrating. I say this every time I come to Asia, like, if anyone wants to lose weight, come to Asia. Because I just lose weight and drop weight and lose muscle mass. It's just ridiculous. Despite doing everything in my possibility. It's like I've already noticed, obviously being in Australia and New Zealand, I'd probably put on a bit of body fat. I've definitely lost that being back in Asia in the space of like a week. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I'm gonna head to a gym, I think. I'm gonna head to a gym. I don't know where the gym is, I think it's down there somewhere. So I'm gonna head to a gym in Cebu. It's like a medium-sized, typical Asian city. Dirty, overcrowded, lots of people, motorbikes everywhere. Just very uninspiring. Like, I'll give you an example, like, just look like council blocks in the UK, like from like 1960s. Very uninspiring. However, they are pumping money into this place. I've seen a couple of really high-end shopping malls, and like the design of the building is fantastic. So give it 20 to 30 years and put more money into this place. I reckon I'm gonna like this place. But for now, it's just like, yeah, it's like a typical, I could easily just be in Bangkok. You know what I mean? Obviously, Bangkok's slightly doing because I do find it slightly inspired with all the skyscrapers, but like, just look at that. Just, other than it, I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful to get to travel, but I also want to give my opinion on things. I'm very opinionated, and like I said, one of the missions is yes to travel to all these countries, but also find out like where is the best country for me. So far, is Australia. Hopefully, something else comes out the pipeline and changes that. But for now, it's Australia. But we just keep doing the trips, and I keep just giving my opinion because ultimately, like, obviously the whole goal of this channel obviously to do what I want to do, but also to encourage people to travel and obviously see the world. Because the world is a magnificent place. And like, I had such a good experience canyoneering in Mobile, but I'm here in Cebu and maybe I'm just not as happy. So I want to kind of document that. Like, it wasn't all rosy. I don't love every single place. Like, some places I just don't want to come back to. There's other places I do want to come back to, and there's other places that I think are really inspiring. There's other places I just think are shitholes. And it's just my personal opinion based on my own preferences of what I want in a city. There's a bit of a ramble. First stop 7-Eleven, second stop gym, ego train. First session see you in the Philippines. Let's go. See what I mean by all these motorbikes. It's just crazy. Right, let's go find a 7 and then the gym. See you in a bit. So, I think earlier I mentioned like they are starting to put money into this place, and I'm just on the way to get an ice cream before I go to the gym, and that is what I mean. Those two buildings there, the one to the left between the billboard and the building, you've got the glass in the building there, and you got that building up there. Like, those two buildings are just a lot more modern, and you can definitely see the contrast between those two and the surrounding areas. Surrounding areas all 1 to 2 story. Obviously you've got the old council light in the background, definitely see, like I said, they are pumping money into this place, so it's an exciting place to be, and being honest. You know, in the next 10 to 15, 20 years, it'll be interesting to see how this place develops. So I'm just gonna head to a shopping mall now, hopefully show you what I mean by this whole redevelopment, but there's a bit of an example. If I don't, you've obviously seen a bit, but it is really, really interesting. The contrast between the modern and the old, and the developed and the, I suppose, less developed. Just continuing from that, and even as we walk down the street, like, just wider. It isn't small roads like it was before. A lot wider, built for almost like a modern thriving city, as opposed to the narrow lanes that are set really associated with sort of being in Asia, which I find really interesting. Right, gym done, dinner done, just heading back to my hostel. Back training in Asia, which is, it's okay. Like, I think at times it's quite frustrating because the equipment's not great, and you know, sometimes you have Olympic barbells and there's not a great deal of equipment, and there's not enough dumbbells and things like that. It's fine. It's like, it'll tie me over, but I think I need to go to a better gym and try and train once more this trip. Once more in Cebu, which I will try and probably do Sunday or Monday. Well, not bad session. Obviously, numbers are starting to reduce now. It's been coming up to 3 months on the road, and yeah, numbers are definitely declining, which is not great. Wrist still sore, so this is not great. It's like 6.5, 7 weeks now since I injured it. It's not 100%. Like, struggling to do dumbbell bench press. Can do benched a couple weeks ago, last week, I can't remember when it was in Brisbane, and it was fine then, but sore today on dumbbell press, so dumbbell chest press, so I'll have to see if I can just use a barbell next time I train. So overall, not too bad. Got most things done, which is quite busy. Dinner, Pizza Hut, standard. Yeah, because obviously Filipino, I don't even know what Filipino food is. 2, I'm struggling here with food. I have fried food because of my stomach, and a lot of food here is like fried chicken, breaded chicken, that kind of vibe. So I'm just kind of sticking to what I know I can eat and not get ill, because I do have to be very careful nowadays. I know some people will say, oh, you're having pizza in Philippines, it's like I don't want to be eating that, but it's just, I just don't want to get ill, so it's a means to an end. So I'm just at my hostel now. Focus? Keeps coming out of focus. I'm at my hostel now, so I think I'm gonna probably call it a night there. Tomorrow, I think I'm gonna go out tonight. I don't even know what a night out is in Cebu, but it's probably nothing to write home about. So I don't know, I'll see how I feel. Like, part of me just can't be arsed and just get some sleep and just take it easy, but I'll see how I feel later on. Grab a shower and see how I feel, but I'm not optimistic, to be honest. Based on my research, nights out aren't great in Cebu, so although okay, they're pretty decent for a big city, but it's not my kind of vibe. But we'll see. I'll see what's going on at hostel, try and meet some people maybe, and then just take them there. So next thing's be tomorrow, and I'll update you on if I actually went out, which probably won't be. So see you tomorrow. First full day in Cebu tomorrow, so I'm going to try and tick off everything. Yeah, 3 full days to get everything done. It's not a great deal to do, but just try and get it all done tomorrow. Right, Sunday, 2024, join me in Cebu. Where's my dodgy mouse? I want to take it off quickly. So, yesterday, didn't do anything. It was a lazy day. I go down a street called Kowan Street, which is like a main shopping street here in Cebu. So I went down there, very busy, very like touristy, you know, loads of Western shops, Starbucks, Mackey's, Jollibee, and then supermarkets. Just had a stroll down there. What I find really interesting about Cebu is like, the city isn't lit up. And what I mean by that is, I'll put clips in. It's like, if you're in a city, tend to have like street lights. So if you're in the middle of London, you'll have street lights, whereas here, the only light is, there's very few street lights. It's really dark, and I can't explain it. So I was like walking around thinking, why is it so dark? And I realised like nothing's lit up. Nothing is lit up at all. So you're walking down streets and there's like 1 or 2 street lights, and the rest of the lights pretty much coming from the shops, or from like the advertisements of the shops, which I find really interesting. That's what I did yesterday. I got last night. Like I said, I can't be out station nights out now. I've had enough of them. I know, like a week. My vibe is off to come back from Australia, so didn't go out, stayed in. But then I was down at the hostel, staying in a 6-bed. Decided to put an alarm at 5 AM, which goes off at intervals at every 10 minutes. Going off like an hour. And it's just like, what are you doing? And the same guy, I'm pretty sure it's the same guy, at 7 o'clock decides to have like a full-blown conversation. It's like, what are you doing, man? Like, what are you doing? Like, it's 7 o'clock, 7:30 in the morning, like, just no respect at all. So I'm very tired this morning, very moody is what it is. Got to make myself a bit happier considering I'm travelling. The tiredness is killing me. Today, we visited 3 sites. Mexico Colorado, who's over there. We met on Hostel, the app. You can chat to people who are travelling. So we got chatting, she was like, oh, does anyone come and do this temple? We were going to do it yesterday, but ran out of time. So we're doing this temple today and a couple of the spots. So this is the Taoist temple, really cool. Nice little view into sort of Cebu CBD behind me. This is the first stop. I've got 2 more stops on our little Cebu tour for today. Yeah, it's quite a cool temple. Very intricate, very detailed, like temples tend to be. First temple in Asia, so for this trip, so my appreciation level is very high at the minute. So let's go have a look. Right, so quite interesting. Obviously the temple, but I just want to show you the wealth divide in Philippines in one photo. So got this house here, massive compound. It was like 2 houses, huge compound, 4 cars, a rain tunnel there for collecting water, an aerial. You know, looks like a sort of a Western house. And then over there, literally just a stone throw away, you've got houses that are, let's say, not so Westernized. More like shanty villages, shanty sort of houses. And if that doesn't show the wealth gap in Philippines, I don't know what does. But it's crazy, literally stone throw away behind a wall. Amazing. Incredible. What a world we live in. What a world we live in. Right, this is Laura. Say hi. Hiya. Dot number 2. Ciaro Gardens. It's actually quite nice. Very well done. I'll turn you around and show you some bits. These are nice. Just saying, so other than it's very Bali, this place. It's like a couple of things where it's just like got the rolling hills and you've got like something to sit on or a nice little viewpoint to kind of like take a photo of. It's so very Bali, and also so very Bali where bits that are incomplete. It's what it is. Right, so start on number 3. So this is called, I think, On the Top's Lookout. Basically, the lookout point's over there, but the queue to get into is horrendous. So I've just nosed down behind this restaurant and just got like this cheeky view of the city, and it's just unreal. You can see for miles. You can see the airport. You can see sort of the airport island. You can see a couple of different islands. It's incredible. I'll turn you around now. Not gonna lie, this is probably one of the best views I've ever seen. Like in terms of like clarity of the view, the water, the islands, the city down there. Incredible, absolutely incredible. And free as well, you don't have to pay for it, which is good.
Oh, these are nice. Thank you.
Right, final stop of our tour of Cebu. This building, Temple of Leah. Very impressed. I feel like I could be in Rome or Italy or Greece. Fantastic building. Columns and lions, and yeah, a million miles away from the sort of the traditional sort of Filipino house that we normally see. This was made for a couple, and the guy made it for his wife as an act of love. That's the standards us guys have to hit, you know, build houses for our partners. But anyway, it's fantastic, and the view, oh, very nice, very nice. It's not fully 360, but wow. It's very similar to just before, but I'll whiz you around anyway. Absolute scenes. So let's go and have a bit of a gander inside, see what we can see. Right, how are we doing? So, back in Cebu City Centre now. Obviously, got back to hostel about an hour ago. Some late lunch, and yeah, about to head to the mall to get some dinner. Ice cream and some late dinner. So that's the plan for this evening. So I was getting distracted by a dog. Decent little day actually, to be fair, that was a decent little day. Don't know what to make of Cebu before I came here, and to be fair, like, you know, a couple of sites actually pretty decent. The outlook, or the lookout, was really cool. Really nice views. And we didn't actually go inside the lookout, we went to like a restaurant to the side because it was so busy. Some photos and stuff, and the view was incredible, you know, for something we didn't actually have to pay for. Absolutely fantastic. And then the last place we went, which was a temple, fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Very, very impressed. My appreciation for temples is very high at the minute because I haven't seen any so far in Asia, because obviously I've only been here what, a week or so. So absolutely fantastic. And yeah, just a decent little day overall, to be fair. Like, left at 1:30, got back about 6:45. So a good sort of, what, 5.5 hours, 5 and a bit hours. So decent little day. So yeah, reasonably happy, reasonably content, got most of it done. Got about 3 things that I want to do tomorrow, and then in the hostel. So I'm gonna head to the mall, and I might take some videos actually. It's quite a cool mall. It's on the 2 visit things here in Cebu, so I might take you along, possibly. So I'll see you shortly. Right, this is the Ayala sort of central mall. So it's literally at any of them all. But there is this terrace area that's really nice. I can show you shortly. So basically all the restaurants on this terrace, and it's got like a waters and water features and gardens and stuff. It's really decent. Apart from that, it's just like a normal mall with lots of shops. And yeah, what I can't get my head around in Philippines is like, obviously you have like the sort of traditional Filipino sort of houses, shops, and then you have something like this where it's like, well, it's almost like the wealth divide is so huge, like, because, you know, a regular Filipino wouldn't be shopping here, in my opinion, based on my knowledge, because, you know, the average salary is so low, and yet this place is packed full of people. I don't think they're all tourists like myself. I do find it interesting, sort of the gap between the wealth divide is just, it's crazy. Anyway, let's see if I can find the terrace. Right, so just about to head out. Got my food here, the Chili's, chicken burrito. This is the terrace, so it's quite a cool little spot. You've got all the restaurants. And then down here you've got like gardens, waterfall, etc. And you've got more restaurants and stuff. It's a nice little spot, really. It's a nice spot, especially on a night like tonight. Well, especially nights in Asia where the humidity's not too bad and it's not too cold and it's not too warm. So yeah, it's a nice little spot. Right, I need to get out of here and head to, I need to go eat this really, so I'm gonna head back and eat this, and then yeah, call it a night really. So see you in the morning. Afternoon, Monday, 19th February 2024. In Cebu, final day, gym session, Anytime Fitness. Not bad, pretty decent actually, all things considered. We trained a bit of legs, but I can't really train them. I'm just struggling with pain in my knees, waiting to get back home and get it sorted, surgery, injections, etc. We trained everything else, not bad. Still like, yeah, still dropping sets and weights. It is what it is. Overall, decent session, 2 hours in there. Pretty much did basically everything upper body and then calves as well. I can train calves enough to not really cause me any pain. Decent, absolutely pretty decent to be fair. Thoughts on Anytime Fitness? I've used them before, like they're alright. I think the one thing that's frustrating is like you have to set up everything, like they don't just have a bench press, you've got to like basically use an Olympic rack to kind of do it. It's quite annoying. They don't have a lot of equipment. Like the equipment you have is decent, but it's just like you've got like 2 benches or 3 benches and like 1 of each thing, and then the dumbbells are in 2.5 increments. I prefer 2s. I think the thing is, I know I'm going to get in there, so I know I'm going to have a decent session. Whereas like you can go to some road gyms in Asia where like you probably spend like maybe 3 to 5 pounds on a day pass, but you don't really know what you're going to get, and it's probably not going to be that great. Whereas like I know that with Anytime Fitness, yes, the day pass is slightly more expensive, about 500 pesos, which is about £7.40, which is a bit on the pricey side really for Asia. But I know I'm getting a decent session in, so this should time me over now for about another 10 to 14 days-ish. I do want to get one session in next week in Quran, and then one session in Taiwan, I think. One session in Manila, so I've probably got about 3 sessions left during my trip. So yeah, all things considered, pretty decent. Anytime Fitness decent, but pricey on the day pass side for Asia, but at the same time you've got decent equipment. It's not you scrapping around in some random gym where it's like you don't know what you're lifting, whereas like I know I'm lifting, I know what numbers I'm hitting, etc. So all things considered, pretty decent. Now is I need to get some late lunch, about 5:30, then I'm gonna late lunch, I'm gonna try and get a haircut, and then I'm gonna go visit some tourist sites. So I think one of them is gonna have to give, I think I'm gonna have to give a miss on the haircut, but it doesn't need to happen, so I don't know, I need to sort of see if I can get one if I can't. So that's on the agenda for this afternoon. Stay tuned for probably some sights. So plan is to walk back towards the direction of my hostel. So I'm probably like north of my hostel by about 20-minute walk. So I'm gonna walk back basically near my hostel back towards Kowan Street, which is where the busy street was the other night. Do about 3 or 4 tourist sites around there. You basically just pop there and have a look. So stay tuned for touristy things, I suppose. So back near Kowan Street, which is like the main street in like the centre Cebu. That's probably the best way of describing it. It's busy, it's busy. Around now, and now so busy. And this is what I mean about no light on buildings. Maybe put a clip in last night, but I just want to talk about it again tonight. Really baffling, really baffling. Busy, but it doesn't feel busy because, well, it does feel busy, but you don't realise you're in a city centre because of the lighting. You just expect bright lights, etc. It's weird to get my head around. Obviously, people and business-wise, you do, obviously, you know I'm in like a busy place, but it's just a weird concept to get my head around. I find it interesting how a lot of shops here have security at the door, and they'll open the door for you. Supermarkets, restaurants, Mackey's, Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, all full of security guards letting you in and out, which I find quite interesting. Let's go along Cowan Street to the first tourist hotspot for tonight. Seems actually open, don't know who will be, but we're going to go anyway. So it'll be about 10-15 minutes before I get to the first place, the Heritage of Cebu Monument. Stop number 1, Heritage of Cebu Monument. Oh, you can see that. It's not, it actually looks better on camera than actually in real life, I think. I'll whiz you around and show you. Quite impressed from what I can see. Right, on to stop number 2. Stop number 2, Magdalene's Cross. Just here. This is the pavilion. Cross, just seen there. Magdalene's Cross. So basically, it houses the Christian cross that was planted by explorers of the Spanish expedition, the first circumnavigation of the world, Ferdinand Magdalene, upon arriving in Cebu in the Philippines on April the 21st, 1521. So it's 500 years old. That's crazy. And around here it's like so beautifully lit up. Feels like it's Christmas time with all the lights. Obviously it's not. Right, second stop done, one more stop to go on our evening tour of Cebu. Stay tuned. It's going to head to a place called Fort San Pedro, but I think it's shut off. Basically I can't seem to find it, / it's closed for the day. So I'm here by the river. But there's people just like random, just chilling, just watching the, just chilling by the river, but good view. Turn you around. Hi Toby. So yeah, nice little spot. Spending the evening. Right, I'm gonna head back to my hostel and then need to nip to the other mall to get a haircut and get dinner. So next scenes will probably be at the other mall, or maybe that might be it now, I think, for Cebu City. I'll see. Maybe one more entry for tonight. I'll catch you in a bit. Right, dinner done, haircut done. Do you know what I love about Asia, right? Haircuts are so cheap. So cheap. Like this haircut, nice little skin fade, £5. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. I paid 27 quid or 25 pounds in Australia for the same cut, or something in that region. Whereas here you can get a naughty skin fade. He's done a good job as well. proper professional job, £5. 5 British pounds. Madness. Absolutely crazy. Haircut done, dinner done. I went to, I don't know what it's called, it was like a barbecue kind of place. Like marinated barbecue chicken skewers, very nice. Just, again, portion size, man. Portion size, relatively cheap for still hungry. But there's nowhere else to eat, everything's shut, so it's not ideal. Anyway, that rounds up Cebu City. I'm gonna finish off here tomorrow. I get a flight to Coron, and I start the next leg of the adventure, the west coast, sorry, not west coast, the western islands of Philippines. This is the eastern islands, kind of done and dusted. I don't have time to go to Cebu, I don't have time to go to Bohol, and I don't have time to go to Boracay, unfortunately, because of the way this boat trip is. I didn't think it was worth coming back. Instead, I'm going to go to Taiwan and do 10 days in Taiwan at the end of my trip. So this is it for the Eastern Islands. I will be back for sure to this part of the world, because I do want to do those 3 islands. Bohol and Secret in particular I want to do. So we'll be back whenever that may be. It's been decent so far. I think Momo was decent. Like the canyon is one of probably the top 10 things I've ever done in terms of traveling. It's been okay. I managed to. It's been a bit of a. It's been okay in terms of just being able to chill out a bit. Obviously, I've done a bit of sightseeing tonight. It's today, but obviously I managed to. There's 2 gym sessions, which was important. Just needed to just get in the gym. So from that point of view, I'm reasonably happy. Only downside again is no nights out. Just not feeling it. Not feeling it at all. Kind of do need a night out in the next few weeks, but I don't know. Don't know where that'll come. Don't know where that'll come, but maybe Taiwan, I think, which will be in probably 2.5, 3 weeks. And then I need to put my flight home. So we are edging towards the end of this trip in less than a month now. I just need to book my flight, so yeah. Right, Cebu City done. Next scenes, Western Islands. Thanks so much for watching, hope you enjoyed it. Cebu, I don't know if I'll ever be back. Probably will, because obviously I need to get to the Eastern Islands. This is an easy place to get to the Eastern Islands, but if not, it's been okay. Right, see you in a bit.